Now let's change tack, and Prince fans have been venting their anger about apparent glitches with the Ticketek website that meant they couldn't buy tickets to his Australian shows.
The tickets went on sale on Monday, but some people say the site wouldn't process their orders. The Triple J presenter Zan Rowe joins us now from Sydney. Zan, good morning to you. That smug expression on Karina's face meant that she actually got tickets, but sadly lots of other Prince fans didn't.
Yeah, I'm worried that people are going to start throwing things at the television right now because I also got Prince tickets. I had a friend buy them for me. But yeah, it's one of those things that these big artists come out at the same time, one time on one morning earlier, this week, these tickets go on sale, and there's tens of thousands, if not more, people all trying to get onto one or two websites, a bunch of servers, and they just get jammed. The difference with the Prince show was that he had no pre-sale. Often there's special fan group pre-sales or credit card pre-sales, but Prince said no pre-sale, everyone for themselves at 9 a.m. on Monday morning, and of course the systems just got completely jammed.
Now, I believe he's decided to appease some of these fans by putting on more concerts.
Yeah, there'll be more concerts for Prince. Extra shows have been announced. And I think that it's kind of a lesson, indeed, for my friends to try other parts of technology. I know a few people who were having trouble on the PCs that they were using, got onto the mobile site, which uses a different server, and they got tickets straight away. So Ticketek released a statement saying that it was to do with, a huge amount of demand, and they apologised. And Chug, which is the promoter that brought them out, also apologised for the huge demand. But I think it was something to do also with the time allocation that the window is left open. You know how when you buy tickets, they say you've got 6 minutes to buy these tickets. And with the servers slowing down, that 6 minutes was chewed up very quickly, and a lot of people were frustrated when they got to the end point and realised they'd been booted off just as they were about to pay. So frustrating once again. It's happened plenty of times before. Hopefully it will be resolved with other technologies like mobile phone purchases for tickets, different servers being used.
Now, Cold Chisel hit the stage in Sydney last night. They're enjoying something of a late career renaissance, aren't they?
Well, it's the given thing, isn't it, that all these bands are reforming and playing the hits. And why wouldn't you want to hear one of Australia's most loved rock and roll bands? I know you're a massive fan, Michael, and I'm sure that you were crying when they had to cancel their Melbourne show last week because Ian Moss got his middle finger bitten by his family cat.
Of all things.
And had to take some time out. Very rock and roll. At least it was the middle finger, it's a little bit rock and roll. But last night there was a bit of a special case of a concert in terms of, we're talking about people not being able to get access to concerts. Cold Chisel performed at Sydney's Hordern Pavilion last night and beamed out that concert live across more than 100 cinema screens around the country. So no matter where you were, for a ticket price that was much less than a concert ticket price, you could sit in the comfort of a cinema theatre, eat your popcorn and watch your favourite Chisel songs. So this is a really interesting it's an interesting new development in the way that live performance is delivered. I know that there's plenty of cinema screens that have seen the National Theatre in London perform their plays, filmed and then shown on screens, and opera has been shown this way in art house cinemas around Australia. And now we see Cold Chisel doing a live, as it happens on the stage, broadcast via satellite through cinemas. So it's another interesting way that live music is developing. Should
be much more of it. And finally and briefly before he goes, and an Australian artist has cracked the #1 spot in the US charts for the first time in a long time.
This is incredible news. Gautier, who of course has been the man on everyone's lips over the last year, has just scored the #1 spot in the Billboard charts in the US. And if you think about the huge market that is the US, and particularly the music market, this is a really big deal. He's been lingering around the #5 spot, and then he edged closer to #3. And this morning the news came through that he is #1 in the US, the first Australian to be #1 in 12 years, and really boosted by recent performances on Saturday Night Live and also Glee covering Somebody That I Used to Know, which is the song that's got the spot. So a huge congratulations to a guy who doesn't have a major record label deal. He's an independent artist. He's been doing what he loves for 10 years, and now he's #1 in the US. It's amazing news.
Excellent news. Zan Rowe, thanks for wrapping that up all for us this morning.
Thanks, Michael.